On this episode of Herc's Place, I want to show you something that I promise will be very interesting. But at first glance, it may not look like it's so interesting. Let me show you. It's a container of water. Are you interested? Are you excited? Are you amazed? Well, let me show you, just so you know. I've got my light. It's a bright light. I'll give you one quick look. Yeah, very bright. All right, so you can see the light coming through the water and shining on my hand. Yes, yeah, there it is. You can see it back here on the curtain as well. And so it's all the way around. You can see the light coming through. Yeah, you can even see it there on the camera. So what I want to show you though is you look down in here and what do you see? You see water. Just plain water. But sometimes if you look more closely and dig a little deeper, you will find something else. Let me get this up here so we don't make such a big mess. We'll move this in here like this. Move that over there. Alright, so watch what happens when I stick my hand down inside. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. So what I want to do is show you something. Put this back in there and they disappear. You cannot see them, can you? I can't see them and I'm standing right here beside it. So let me show you what happens. There's something inside there. It's a polymer. Polymers are very interesting and you can do so many amazing things with them. But let me show you. If I drain some of the water out, watch what happens. Do you see it coming out now? Look. I don't know if they'll all fit or not. We'll try to drain the water. Alright. Close enough. I'll try to put these back in there without making too big of a mess. Uh-oh, they're falling on the floor, but that's okay. We'll get them up. That's the kind of water that doesn't make a mess. Alright, so you see what we have in here? We had that many of these little polymer chunks. Because sometimes you can get them in round little balls, and those are cool too, but these are just chunks. And you can see how many there were in there. And there's some that have run out on the floor, and some around here, and that's okay. Let me see if I can add the water back in there, and then I'll explain to you how it works. Watch. Water going back in. Alright. Now, of course, I don't know if you can see on the camera. Let me see if I can get a little closer. You can see in there's some air bubbles. Now, if I were to leave it like that, you'd say, something's fishy going on. But if I leave this long enough, the air bubbles will float to the top, and it'll look just like it did at the beginning. So here's how this works. Let me be sure my hands are dry. You'll see how many of these little things are in there? Can you see them? Hear them shaking around? Alright, so let me show you. I put them in my hand like this. Little tiny grains. That's what they look like before they absorb up to 200 times their weight in water. So you put these in there in the bottom, fill it with water, let it soak up, and these little crystals are 99% water. That is why when it's in the container like this and you're looking through, even with the light, it's very hard to discern that there's anything in there because it's almost all water. And since it is, it refracts light the same way that water does. And so it comes through and it just kind of goes right through it and around it and all over, and you can't really see what is in there. And so that's why they seem to disappear when they're in the water. No trick, just science. And so, I guess if there's a lesson to learn from this, it's take your time, look deeper, look carefully, examine things. It may not be just as it appears to be. There may be more to it. That's a good thing to learn for our friends. That's a good thing to learn for life in general. We want to take our time, look, dig in, be observant, be patient, and maybe be amazed. Okay, so that's all for this time with the Purple Professor, Albert Herkenbergen. And we will see you again soon. Thanks for stopping by Herc's Place.